They say winter is beautiful. I don't know if that's true. I've never seen it. For months, we've been hiding in here. My name is Winifred. I was born last autumn with a single purpose: to help take our colony safely through winter. Winter is a cruel master, but we have ways of resisting him. Even if we never look him in the eye, we huddle together, taking turns with our backs against the cold, then warming up inside the huddle. In the very center, where it's warmest, our queen, our mother. Only she can lay eggs. As winter draws to a close, she puts new life into the cells of our hive. This tiny egg will become the first bee of the new year. Three days later, the larva has hatched. From now on, this precious little worm is my responsibility. I've made something special to feed it. Royal jelly, our version of mother's milk. It grows fast, and after just 8 days, I close up the cell for the next step. My little larva is well fed, healthy, and ready for metamorphosis. "12 days later, it's time. All my work has paid off. The first bee of the year is emerging. Getting out is a struggle, but she has to do it on her own. It's the first test of her strength. She's a strong bee, but I have to check if she's healthy all the same. Your wings seem okay, and when I touch you with my antennae, you touch back. Good. A perfect bee. And that's what we'll call you. Bee. Just bee. Like any newborn, Bee is hungry. She hasn't eaten since I sealed her cell 12 days ago. Last summer, before I was born, my sisters made honey. It was their gift to us before they died. Here, Bee. Your first honey. It tastes of flowers you've never seen. Bee isn't the only hatchling. As the air warms, our colony is growing again. New mouths to feed. And our honey cells are draining fast. We're going to need more. I'm going to have to do something I haven't done since the leaves fell last year. Leave the hive. Winter's grip is still strong. If it's too cold, my wings will seize up and I'll never make it back. But maybe if I stay in the sun, I can't spend much time out here. I just need to find something, anything in bloom. Willows. We can count on them to bloom early. This bounty is not for me. My hatchling sisters need pollen. It's one of the richest sources of protein in nature, and it will grow their muscles fast. So I pack as much as I can carry onto my hind legs. Every forager bee from the colony joins me in the willows. Each of us will harvest 3,000 flowers every single day. Foraging is grown-up work. Bee is still too young to leave the hive. But her day will come. Us winter bees collect the first food of the year and bring it home to the growing colony. The newly hatched bees, like Bee, stayed safe inside the hive. But they've been busy too. When Bee was just a few hours old and still had her silvery fur, she met the most important bee in the hive, our queen. Her scent is intoxicating, and we can't resist its pull. When we touch her, we pick up her smell. When we go back to our work and touch each other in the hive, we pass her scent on. That way we always know our queen is alive and well. Since the day she was born, Bee's had a job to do. She's been a nurse, tending eggs and feeding larvae. That granted her the privilege of overseeing the birth of her own sister. We're all sisters in a way. We all share the same mother, our queen. But she mated with a good dozen drones, so we have many different fathers. Full sisters with the same mother and father, like Bee and me. Well, that's a special relationship. Today is your big day, Bee. You are turning 21. 21 days. It's time for you to become a forager and harvest flowers like I do. But you have no idea where to fly. Let me show you the way. Watch my dance. These are your directions. See where I point my body? I'm giving you your bearings. And it's quite a long way. That's why I'm still dancing. The longer I wiggle, the farther you have to fly. Here, taste some of my nectar. Remember that taste, and you'll know you found the right flowers. I'll fly ahead. You follow.
So this is where my sisters have been going. There sure is a lot of space. Okay, what did Winifred's dance tell me? The sun, keep it on my right, 30 degrees. Okay. Now, where are those blossoms? I can smell Winifred's scent with my antennae. She must be close.
Look at that. You made it. People know that bees work together inside the hive, but we cooperate out here as well. The rest is easy, bee. Collect some pollen for the newborn hatchlings and some nectar to make honey. Flowers and bees. This is a very old relationship. It started when the dinosaurs were still alive. The world wasn't as colourful back then. There weren't many flowers, and there weren't many bees. Our numbers grew together, more bees and more flowers. We spread their pollen, and they fed us. So we bees have made this a world of colour. Something feels different in the air. The pressure is dropping. Experienced bees know it's time to head home. Fast. But Bee is still young. She might not understand the danger she's in. Raindrops can be deadly. We breathe through pores in our skin. If we get too wet, we drown. Wherever Bee is, she can't fly in this weather. And once the sun sets, Bee won't find her way home. She wouldn't be the first bee never to come back from her maiden flight.
I can't fly when I am wet. I need to find some shelter. The rain isn't stopping. I will have to stay here. Too dark to fly now, and cold. If it gets too cold, my muscles won't work anymore, and I won't be able to breathe. That would be the end. The sun is up. It's getting warmer again. I might be able to fly.
She's lost her pollen, and she's come back empty-handed. Or rather, empty-legged. But she's alive. It takes time to become a good forager, and a few close shaves. Bee's earned a rest. We're like any animal. We need sleep. Our brains might be tiny, but they're not too small to hold dreams. She's moving her antennae as if she was flying. She's dreaming. Bee had a rough start, but she sure is a brave one. She'll make a forager bee, and even a scout bee. Not all bees can handle that job. Bee and our sister are joining me on a mission. We're going scouting for new food. With our antennae, we can smell flowers 3 kilometers away. But by the time we find them, it can be too late. Oh well, carry on. The bit of honey we ate in the hive will take us a little farther. This is the riskiest job a bee can do. We don't know why, but some of us will take on bigger risks than others. Our sister, she's a timid one, but Bee's still determined. I was like that once, but I'm old now and weaker. Bee will have to fly on alone.
These flowers look good, but strange. I can't reach the nectar inside. Is that possible? Flowers of no use to a bee. Unless you're a bumblebee. It has a long tusk that can reach where I can't. And when that's not enough, it has strong jaws. This is my chance. Bumblebee leftovers aren't exactly a rich harvest. I'm not reporting back to Hive for this, but the sip of nectar gives me fuel to keep searching. I need to find food for our hive. I can see something. Something red. Red is always a good color. Oh no! Whatever it is, it's dangerous. If it makes one wrong move, I will sting it. Empty legs again, and no new flower patches to report. At least I made it back. But where is Winifred? Our lives are measured in wing beats. After about 500 hours of flight, we die. Winifred lived for 6 months because she didn't have to fly in the winter. But now, her wings are tattered. She will never fly again. And so I have to take her body outside. There's no place for a dead bee in the hive. I'm still a forager bee, and my colony is depending on me. If the flowers and meadows don't hold something for us, maybe I need to look in new places. This isn't nectar, but it's sweet. It's the aphids. They're squirting it out. They drink the tree sap and excrete this sugary liquid called honeydew. I know we can turn this into honey. This will be our provisions. Food for bees not yet born. Back in the hive, we regurgitate the honeydew into honey cells, along with special enzymes from our stomachs. Still, if we left it like this, fungus could get in and spoil the whole batch. So, we dehydrate it. 18% water is perfect. And then, a wax lid on every honey cell, sealed like a jar of jam. It's been a productive spring. Our colony is 30,000 strong and growing. But something new is happening. The workers have built some very strange cells. 4 of them. It's a queen! A new queen! And she's not the only one. Another new queen has already hatched. Immediately, they find each other, and the battle for the throne begins. There can be only one. The life of every queen begins with violence. Just hours after they hatch, all but one of the new queens are dead. And it's not over. Our old queen, our mother, now has to leave the hive if she wants to live. Something's happening. Some of the workers are gorging on honey. They're taking as much as they can stomach. They're gathering at the entrance. there's our old queen. She's abandoning the hive. Now, each of us has a choice to make. Stay with the new queen in our hive, the only home we've ever known. Or remain loyal to our old queen and follow her into exile. I've decided. I'm going. Half the hive is on the wing. We're swarming. 20,000 homeless bees, flying to an uncertain future. Just a branch, but we've got no other place to rest. We can't stay for long. We are vulnerable out here. If the weather turns, we're lost. We need a new nest, and we need it fast. One of us has to find the answer. It might as well be me. Old trees. Great. They might have what I'm looking for. This hole looks promising. Big enough for bees, but small enough to keep enemies out. It seems empty. Vacant and dry. That's a good start. But is it big enough? I'll pace it out. There are 20,000 of us now, but eventually we might be 50,000 bees. I think this might be it. But there's one more thing. The direction of the entrance. It has to face the morning sun, to warm us before our workday begins. Perfect! Now to get the others. We're on our way. We're going to have to start from scratch. The material we need to build this new home comes from our own bodies, like wax from our glands. At first, our bodies form the hive. Like scaffolding, we hold it all together. And then, comb by comb, we build our home. Ready for a new generation. It hasn't rained in days. It's not even summer yet, but there's a heat wave. A beehive must maintain a precise temperature of 35 degrees. If it overheats, the new eggs and larvae will perish. Fanning cools the nest. But we can't keep this up forever. We need to find another way. I can smell flowers with my antennae, but flowers won't save us from the heat. My hearing doesn't reach far, but my eyes can see reflections. And that means water. Just what my sisters need. Each of us can carry only a drop. But together, we can move over 3 liters of water in a day. Fanning the droplets with our wings, we make the water evaporate, which cools the air. An air conditioning system for the hive. It's working. The colony is safe. And at last, the heat wave breaks. The beginning of a colony is precarious. Only 1 out of 2 survives the first weeks. We have built a home, and we've found food for our young. But even now, we have to prepare for winter, 7 months away. We need to collect 1 kilogram of pollen and 2 kilograms of nectar every day to be ready. If we keep working, we'll make it through. But the world is an unpredictable place. Hornets! They found our nest. the open, we don't stand a chance against these killers. I need to get home. Made it. But it's our larvae they're after. They'll try to get inside. We've got no choice. We have to fight. Hornet's armor is thick, but not thick enough. More are coming. We have to block the entrance and protect the hive. They're bigger and stronger. They might kill 100 of us. But we fight as one. And we prevail. I have fought, and I have foraged. But now, after so many journeys, my wings are torn. My muscles don't carry me as fast as they did weeks ago, when I was young. Just like the flowers we visit, bees fade away. But I've had a long life. 7 weeks. I pollinated 50,000 flowers. Flew 8,000 kilometers. We made 150 kilograms of honey. And 1/10 of a teaspoon was from me. It's been a good life. A bee's life.